Imagine waking up, not to the jarring sound of your alarm but to a wild, almost electric buzz resonating deep within your chest. A feeling of anticipation, excitement, and maybe just a touch of disbelief. You instinctively check your bank account on your phone, an unbelievable sight, unlimited funds ready and waiting. Next to you, resting on the nightstand, a fresh, crisp passport, pre-approved for every visa imaginable. No bureaucratic hurdles, no waiting in line, just pure, unadulterated access. Your eyes fall upon a neatly folded note. The message, scrawled in elegant handwriting, simply reads, "You have 365 days. See it all. Go." No signature, no explanation, just a clear and concise directive. The challenge, should you choose to accept it, visit every single country on Earth, all 195 in total, in the span of just 1 year. A monumental task, a race against time, and an immersion into the diverse tapestry of human culture. It's a mission so audacious, so seemingly impossible, that most would dismiss it as a fantasy. But for a true traveler, for someone with an insatiable wanderlust, it represents the ultimate adventure, the pinnacle of exploration. The initial shock slowly gives way to a surge of pure adrenaline. Your mind races, a whirlwind of possibilities and logistical nightmares swirling together. The Great Wall, the pyramids of Giza, standing as silent sentinels of time, the vibrant and intoxicating markets of Marrakesh, overflowing with spices and exotic treasures, and Antarctica's vast icy plains, a landscape of stark beauty and unparalleled solitude. This isn't a leisurely vacation filled with relaxation and sightseeing. It's a year of perpetual motion, a constant state of transit and discovery. Fleeting moments in anonymous hotel rooms, countless hours spent in airplane seats, gazing out at the clouds, and the rhythmic lull of overnight trains carrying you across continents under the cloak of darkness. Comfort is willingly traded for the intoxicating thrill of the unknown, the promise of new experiences around every corner. The first step, meticulous planning, but the sheer scale of the undertaking begs the question, how do you even begin to tackle such a monumental task? You'd undoubtedly need a dedicated team of experts, a sprawling global network of contacts, and a massive wall covered in maps, meticulously connecting cities and continents with a web of routes. Do you strategically navigate continent by continent, or do you zigzag across the globe, chasing favorable weather patterns and navigating the ever-changing landscape of open borders and visa requirements? Every single hour counts in this high-stakes game. This is far more than just a vacation. It's a complex logistical operation on a military scale, fueled by insatiable curiosity and the relentless pressure of a ticking clock. The sheer scale is staggering, a true test of endurance, both physical and mental, not just a simple travel itinerary. You'd witness more of the world, experience more cultures, and collect more memories in a single year than most people accumulate in an entire lifetime. But beyond the sights and sounds, beyond the stamps in your passport, the real question lingers. How would this transformative journey fundamentally change you as a person? Suddenly the world shrinks, transforming into your own personal neighborhood, ripe for exploration. And the adventure, the challenge of a lifetime, truly begins the very moment you wholeheartedly say yes. Remember, the clock is already ticking and the world awaits. Let's break down the sheer audacity of this plan. 195 countries, 365 days. We're not talking about leisurely exploration here. This is a full-blown assault on the globe. That boils down to less than 2 days per country. Think about that for a moment. 48 hours to experience a culture, a history, a people. It's a fleeting glimpse, a whirlwind of impressions. This isn't a vacation, it's a relentless sprint. A marathon disguised as a holiday. Forget relaxation, this is about endurance. Every 45 hours, you're touching down in a new nation, constantly racing against the clock. The pressure to move, to see, to experience is ever present. That incredibly tight window includes landing procedures, navigating customs and immigration, the chaotic journey into the city, and then the frantic rush to your next departure gate. Sleep, a luxury, food, whatever you can grab on the go, sightseeing, squeezed into the margins, a fleeting photo op before the next mad dash. You're a human boomerang, thrown in, flung out, repeat, a constant cycle of arrival and departure with barely a moment to breathe in between. Every single day is meticulously planned, scheduled down to the minute. Land, clear customs with practiced efficiency, snap a quick photo of a landmark, and then it's straight back to the airport. No lazy mornings spent lingering over coffee, no spontaneous detours down charming side streets, absolutely no time to get gloriously lost in the moment. Your life, for this year, becomes a dizzying blur of boarding passes, crowded airport lounges, and the constant disorienting hum of jet engines. The thrill of discovery constantly battles the gnawing anxiety as the clock relentlessly ticks down, reminding you of the next flight, the next border, the next country. And what about the inevitable disruptions? A volcanic eruption grounding flights, a sudden street protest blocking your route, even a simple cold could completely derail the entire meticulously crafted plan. The pressure to maintain this breakneck pace, to adhere to this impossible schedule, is immense. You must become a master of improvisation, constantly rerouting your journey, rebooking flights at a moment's notice, all while battling crippling exhaustion and the disorienting effects of jet lag. In this scenario, the schedule isn't just a guide, it's your tyrant, dictating every move, demanding unwavering obedience. One single misstep, one missed connection, and the carefully constructed dominoes begin to fall, threatening to unravel the entire journey. It's a logistical nightmare of epic proportions. Only the most adaptable, resourceful, and resilient travelers can possibly hope to survive this challenge. So the question remains, can you possibly keep up with this insane pace? Transportation is a mind-bending puzzle. You'd live in the sky. Economy business may be private jets for the world's far corners. Jet lag becomes your default state. Health is your most precious asset, constantly threatened by new foods, climates, and germs. Your medical kit rivals a pharmacy. Vaccinations are endless. Even with preparation, illness could cost you countries. Everyday tasks, laundry, communication, sleep, become major challenges. You're washing socks in hotel sinks, juggling SIM cards, and grabbing sleep wherever you can. The physical and mental toll is enormous. This is endurance travel. Ultramarathon for the mind and body. Only the resilient make it through. Even with a magic passport, international bureaucracy is a minefield. Some visas take weeks, others are unpredictable. One grumpy border guard can end your journey. Conflict zones and political unrest make some countries nearly impossible, or dangerous, to visit. You need a team of diplomatic fixers, always monitoring global events. Each border crossing is a gamble lost passport, suspicious customs, or a watchlist mistake could halt everything. Political rivalries force detours, some stamps block entry to other countries. Sometimes you must fly to a neutral country just to avoid a problematic stamp. Every crossing is a dance through global politics. The world map is more than lines, it's a web of shifting rules and risks. Unlimited budget? The real-world cost is still mind-blowing. Nearly 200 flights, many last-minute or to remote places. Transportation alone is astronomical. Remote islands may require private planes. Accommodation adds up, nearly 200 hotel bills, sometimes at premium prices. You need reliability, safety, and Wi-Fi for logistics. Visa fees, travel insurance, and food costs pile on. Every meal, every taxi, every laundry service, small costs bleed your budget. You're not just a traveler, you're running a global logistics company. Even with endless money, managing it all is a Herculean task. Imagine a life where every 48 hours the world transforms around you. You're not just visiting a new place, you're completely immersed in a new culture, a different language, and a unique way of life. It's a constant state of discovery. One day you're skillfully navigating chopsticks in Tokyo, savoring the delicate flavors of authentic sushi. The next you find yourself haggling for spices in the vibrant, bustling markets of Cairo. A sensory explosion of sights and sounds. Social cues and customs shift constantly, demanding your attention and adaptability. Your brain is in overdrive, constantly processing new information and adjusting to unfamiliar norms. Language barriers might keep verbal interactions brief, but smiles and gestures become your universal language, bridging cultural divides with simple human connection. The food journey is nothing short of wild and exhilarating. One moment, you're enjoying the spicy, aromatic flavors of tom yum in Bangkok. The next, indulging in a perfectly grilled steak in Buenos Aires, a carnivore's dream come true. Then, you're tearing off a piece of injera in Addis Ababa, scooping up flavorful stews with this unique spongy bread, and finally, savoring a buttery, flaky croissant in a charming Parisian cafe. Each meal is more than just sustenance, it's a snapshot of a country's soul, a culinary window into its history and traditions. Tight schedules might mean plenty of quick airport sandwiches, but the truly authentic culinary highlights are absolutely unforgettable, leaving a lasting impression on your palate and your memory. You learn to adapt instantly, embracing strict punctuality in some cultures, while appreciating a more relaxed approach to time in others. You become a cultural chameleon, seamlessly blending in and adapting to new environments. This constant adaptation fosters empathy and cultivates a profound sense of open-mindedness. And the most important lesson of all, despite our diverse backgrounds and cultural differences, we're all fundamentally connected by our shared humanity. The world's incredible diversity becomes your greatest teacher, shaping your perspective and broadening your understanding of the human experience. Amid the chaos, moments of awe make it all worthwhile. Sunrise over the Himalayas, silence in the Namib Desert, these memories burn bright. You witness the planet's masterpieces in a dizzying montage. Amazon rainforests, Norwegian fjords, Shanghai's skyline, Rome's romance. It's not just landmarks, the magic is in small moments. Lanterns in Thailand, markets in Guatemala, a child's smile in Vietnam. Beauty is everywhere, woven into daily life. This relentless exposure changes your perspective. You see the world's fragility and splendor firsthand. Countries become more than dots on a map, they're part of a living, interconnected whole. Exhaustion fades in the face of such wonder. Gratitude and awe become your constant companions. After 365 days and 195 countries, you reach the finish line, exhausted, transformed. But what was the point? Did you truly experience these places or just collect them? The journey forces a debate, quantity versus quality, breadth versus depth. The checklist is tempting, but what's lost when speed is everything? The carbon footprint is massive, and the impact on local communities is real. True travel is about connection, perspective, and understanding, not just ticking boxes. The magic happens when you slow down and let a place seep into your soul. So if you had one perfect, unhurried day anywhere in the world, where would you go, and why? That answer reveals what travel truly means to you.